Hey guys, the Police Star here, back with another video of Elite Dangerous, and I'm joined again by my co-host and friend, SavvyAlloy. You out there, Savvy?
Hopefully. How how how
Uh,
how is everybody?
I'm actually doing okay. I hope everybody's doing good. This should be into the new year, so hopefully everybody's having a great 2016
Yep.
calendar year.
Today is technically Thursday, December 21st, so it's technically New Year's Eve.
Yes, it is. So, of course, by the time we get these edited and released, it'll be the new year, so I'm hoping everybody's enjoying it. And we actually have been doing some talking, and we decided we want to do some change up to our normal gameplay. We figured out the trading. We can do trading till we're blue in the face and sick to death.
Basically, we
And
got bored,
true, very true.
and there's been
So,
a lot of interdictions with this ship. And I
yes,
know that in the last episode, at least that last episode that I made, my ship got blown to pieces. And during the off screen, Blue got blown to pieces once, but his was a little bit better because he didn't lose everything.
yeah.
Basically, what are we sitting here for capital?
For capital, I'm gonna hit my number 4 tab and read it real quick. Says my current balance is 3,300,000 and change.
Minus 3,600,000, almost 700,000.
Okay.
So you can see because Blue was always a couple 100,000 past me, so you can kind of see where his ship blown up and losing a nice payload of cargo set him back. I don't know how long, and I know that he's been doing some off-screen stuff with the Horizons videos. So that's where you got to be kind of careful to not use all your credits like I did in the last episode, where I started out with nothing. But
Very true.
luckily I got a big ship, and it didn't take me long to get back up, filling up on cheap cargo and getting everything else. So I went from pretty much 0 to 3 million pretty quickly. So
Well, with the change-up idea, I think we're both itching with the new expansion and the tired of being interdicted and not being able to fight back. We're actually want to take a step back to a little bit smaller ship, a little bit more agile, a little bit more weaponry, shields, armor plating, and actually get into the fighting aspect of the game. With that, I'm going to open up my Starport Services map here, go to our shipyard, and this station that we came to, we actually did some research and looked for it. There's only 6 available ships for me to buy at this station. I'm not sure if you have 6 or 5,
I have
Savvy.
5.
Okay,
I
and the
got
difference,
I got the Sidewinder, Eagle, Cobra Mark III, the Type 6 transporter, and the Type 7 transporter.
the only difference is because I have the Horizons pack, expansion pack, is I have the option for the Cobra Mark IV. Just real quick looking at them, I know Savvy can't see this. Cobra Mark III costs, roughly 350,000 credits to outright buy it. The Cobra 4 is going to cost me 770,000. We decided, we like flying together, but we're going to keep, ships kind of same. And I want to actually dig out the Cobra 4 and show it because it is one of the brand new ships, and we can actually compare the 3 to the 4. Just looking at some of the stats real quick, some of the major things that I know that stands out is the Cobra 3 has a higher top speed. If you're looking at Savvy, what's your top speed on the Cobra 3 for me?
My top speed is 282 milliseconds.
See, the Cobra 4 is only at 200. So the Cobra 3 is a little bit smaller and a little bit more agile from the research I've done. But the Cobra 4 carries more hard points. I'm looking at for the hard points, I'm looking at 2 utility, 3 small hard points, and 2 medium hard points.
The only difference there is the small hard points I only have 2 of.
Exactly. So I can put forward another small forward weapon over the Cobra 4. I mean, over the Cobra 3. Giving me a little bit more firepower, making when I open up on somebody, making me a little bit more deadly. where the Cobra 3 is going to be able to twist, turn, lock in on them faster, and hopefully dodge faster.
On the other hand, what about your frame shift drive and your shields and armor?
Going back up to that, my armor is a 216.
That's exactly the same as mine.
My shields is a 125.
Mine is a 92.
See, my shields are a little bit higher. My hull is a 210.
Whole. Mine is 180.
See, so my ship overall is designed to take a little bit more of a pounding, where yours is designed to
Run.
be more of a, well, and I'll also be able to flip in behind someone faster. You'll be able to turn faster than me.
Yeah, because on my maneuverability, I got about 6 bars full out of 10.
You only have 4.
That's actually a pretty big difference. What's your frame shift drive? Mine is, for the Leiden, is 9.78.
8.38.
So I can jump a little bit further on the stock ship.
Yep. Yours is all about agility and movability, where mine's, it's better than a transporter, but it's going to be a little bit more of a rock and pack more of a punch. That's the biggest difference we're seeing in them. And, let us be able to compare them and see them side by side. So instead of doing the normal, sell our ships, we're actually going to hang on to our transporter guys, and we're going to outright buy these ships.
Which is why which is another reason why we picked this certain spot. We're at the Sprox 900. I figured that's somewhat of an easy name to remember. I also got it written down. We're also at the Celsius market. Just because Celsius is, a word that you can somewhat use almost every day. So, I mean, it's kind of something that will kind of click with us, I figure. So we're not at HIP 10184 or whatever it is. It's like, okay, so now I got to figure out what these numbers are. Oh, and now our bad handwriting, now we lost our ships. So we don't want to obviously spend, 100,000 to 1,000,000 or more credits and lose our ship somewhere in space. Right?
Correct. I'm actually hoping, looking at the shipyard, it's up there at the top, it says Shipyard 6, and it says Storage Ship 0 and Ship Location 0. I'm actually hoping when we do this, it's going to tell us where the other ships are and what they are.
I think it should.
I'm crossing my fingers, but I've never done this, so I don't know. So, as you can see here, guys, I'm actually looking at the Cobra Mark IV. And I have 2 options when I purchase it. I can either, trade in my current one, or I can buy a new ship and store my current ship. And that's what I'm doing, is I'm buying a new ship and store my current one. And that's going to leave my transporter Type 6 here at this market where Savvy just named, we're at the Sprox 900 Celsius. So hopefully with our handwritings, our notes, we're both sticky padding it and burying the note. That way we don't lose it. Hopefully it'll track it. So I'm outright buying the ship. Confirm transaction. Yes. Screen looks like it's going black for a second here on me as it's telling me to stand by. Still standing by. Oh. Loading in. Looks like the inside of our ship's a little bit different looking.
Yeah, on my screen I'm kind of looking around here. I see a keyboard. Nice to know that, the keyboard didn't change in I don't know how many years. See, it's December 31st, 3,301. So that's over, what, 1,000 years, obviously.
Hey, I got a co-pilot seat to my right. Do you?
Yep. I think that most of them do, actually. Well, I know. I think on a Type 6 it might be on the left. I'm not sure.
I know the adder was on my left. I don't remember the Type 6. Sidewinder, I don't remember one being left or right. So, Obviously, with us just getting this, we need to go in and deck our ships out. So I'm going to go back into Starport Services here. I'm down to 2.5 million credits. I'm going to go into outfitting mode.
Outfitting. Well, and that's the other thing is that his ship costs more. I think you actually mentioned that. Mine was almost 400,000. Yours was what? 700,000.
Yep, it's like 7.5. I think yours was like 3.5. Mine was 7.5. So mine's almost $400,000 more. Okay, hard points. I start off with 2 pulse lasers.
Correct.
I am not keeping pulse lasers. I actually have done a little bit of research, and there's types of weapons here. I'm going to sort them by name ascending. Okay. So now I have a beam laser at the top. Real quick, where's my mouse? There it is. If you sit here and look at the name, you see how it says beam laser. Then it's showing us like two infinity loops. You know, making almost like an X standing up or a plus sign in a loop pattern. You look over here where it says weapon mode on the right. It says that's a gimbal type gun. One below it is a themeric. I think's how you pronounce that. And then the very first cannon tells you it is a fixed. From my understanding, fixed, you have to do the targeting yourself. The gimbaled will actually help slightly assist the aiming. You know, it'll help try to target for you a little bit. And the turreted, sorry, I was reading the wrong word. It was turreted was the second one. Trying to remember it. I think it's like a pulse thing. Your fixed has more damage. Your gimbaled slightly a little bit less, and your turreted is your weakest firing because it has the capability, you know, to spin around and shoot on 360 degrees. So I'm actually going to go with the gimbaled.
The one that the gimbal does a little bit of self targeting, right?
Self-targeting it itself tries to aim better. You know, that way you don't have to be. They don't have to be 100% dead on in your targets. It'll offset a little bit.
You see, now my question is I'm looking at the hard points on the front of mine, and you can see the turret on some of them. My question is I know I put one. If only I could put one on the back of my Type 6, but that was only there for like if a missile got shot at me and it blew up the missile first. It didn't fire back at the other person. So I don't know if, you know, because that's the last thing they want is to go to try to shoot someone and, oh no, I don't have any weapons. So I hope that the turret doesn't, you know.
I think that's also because you put a defensive turret on the back of yours.
That might be also. These might. I'm seeing a lot more here. Now that I'm looking at the hard points.
Yeah.
For the front. I actually looked at the very rear ones, and I did not see the defensive ones on mine anyways. But there are different stations, and they sell different stuff. I got to keep that in mind also.
Okay, so I am looking at, I'm going to put the beam, I'm going to put the gimbaled beam laser on the front of mine. It's rating D class 2. So I'm going to put that in my very first slot. Confirm.
I already forgot what you put in it.
The very first one on top. When
First.
I sorted it by.
Well, mine. Sorted by what?
I sorted my. Just a minute. I pushed the wrong button. Pack. Okay, I went into the gun. I'm having a problem here. Just a second. Okay, hard points. Beam laser. I sorted mine by name ascending.
Okay, name ascending. Okay, and you get the very first one for 500,000 credits.
Yep.
Oh wow, you're getting really risky with that, I think. But that can do quite a bit of damage, eh?
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's going to pack a punch.
See, I have no idea what I am going to get yet.
I'm going to actually do the same thing to my second pulse laser.
Well, don't you want a cannon on one and a beam on the other?
Well, I have a third point.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I'm going with 2 forward beam lasers. The way I understand it is the lasers are good for cutting through a shield, where the cannon is designed to blow a hole in something. Okay, now I have a small hardpoint here. Let's take a look at him. There's the cannon gimbaled. Okay, I have it fixed, and I have a
I do gotta say that the beam lasers are a lot more money than the pulse lasers.
uh-huh.
So let's see, the best
There's
gimbaled
the
pulse
second
laser
one.
does 3 damage per second with 1 thermal load. Let's see what the I don't know, comparing apples to oranges here. Thermal wood's a little bit harder. You get a little bit more damage out of it, damage per second. Oh, yeah. I don't know, to me that seems like a lot, but I mean, we are going for fighting here.
Mm-hmm.
I figure I can always sell it, right?
Yep.
So I'll buy that.
I'm trying to remember, does the cannon take ammunition or not?
I'm not sure, actually. I really don't want to spend
Yeah, it
all this
does.
money on the front
I'm
thing.
actually going to change mine up. I'm only going to do with the one cannon. I'm going to put the one cannon. I'm going to go back and replace these cannons with more lasers. Ooh, it won't let me put the gimbal there. It'll let me put a burst laser with steward capability, which is going to be cool.
I don't know, I got a beam laser on one hard point and a pulse on the other. One's gimbaled and one's turreted. Oh. I don't think we should spend too much time for the external hard points. I think we should go to the internal a little bit. We're not really hurting for power a lot, at least on my ship.
Right now, with my current 5 weapons deployed, I'm going to be burning 10.26 of my 10.4 maximum.
I got 10.4. For the deployed, I got 8.16.
The first thing I'm going to do is try to lighten my ship up a little bit on my power plants. I'm going to change all my E's to a D. Wait a minute. What did I just do? Be careful. I just put a class 2 in my class 4 hole. Class ascending, thank you.
Okay, that was a power plant, right? Okay, power plant.
Yeah. I need to make sure I get the class 4 D rating. Thrusters need to do the same thing. Frame shift drive. Class 4, right?
Now, for this one, I'm going to go with price ascending just so I can see it in order. Which ones are a little bit better in order here?
Did price ascending?
Yeah. Let's see, if I get the D4, that's 11.7 megawatts. My Leyden is 9.3. If I get the C, which is more expensive, my Leyden goes from 9.2, but I got 13 megawatts. We can't get the A or the B here as far as I can tell. I'm going to go with the D4 right now. Just because we're not hurting for energy yet.
Mm-hmm.
I can always sell it later. I got to keep that in mind.
Yep. Where's my shields? Where's my shields? There's my shield generator. Okay, I currently have the class 1C.
What about your frame shift drive?
I took it to the D.
D4.
Okay, gotta be careful here. I currently have the E class 4.
I'll buy it. I might upgrade that. I'm not sure. Life support, did you upgrade that at all? Oh, there's nothing here for it for mine.
It wouldn't let me. Right.
Shield generator, obviously you want the best one.
Yep.
Name.
Okay. Well, I currently have a class 4 E rating, and I don't have a class 4 available here.
I guess not. I got... Oh wait, that's shield cell bank. Never mind. It doesn't even show what I even have in my ship right here on the screen.
So if I go to the D3 instead of the E4, it's gonna be lighter.
But weaker.
Integrity's gonna be down. Power draw is gonna be up.
Well, it's going to be weaker. I mean, this is something you don't really want to skimp on.
Yeah, my 4E is gonna be better than what they're offering. Boo. What about the A3? Maybe. It's actually rated better. The A3 is better than the E4. I'm gonna stay with it right now.
I
Check
would.
another station. I'm checking another station later.
So are we mainly going to be fighting? Because I know that you're talking about doing some mining at some point.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the five guns I currently loaded right now. I might give up one of them later, and we'll question, making this capable of being a mining ship also.
See, now, if we get to be mining, you need a mining laser. I don't know if you need I don't know if you need a refinery, but you might need a prospector control.
Yeah, that's gonna be more research I'm gonna have to do later because I'm not sure everything I need. Okay, I'm gonna start and read you top down what I did. I'm starting on the internals. I didn't touch the alloy yet. We can make the hull thicker and stronger, but I didn't do nothing to it. My power plant, I upgraded it from an E4 to a D4. My thrusters, I actually took them to a C4.
Really?
I don't think D was available.
I haven't touched that. Yeah, the only thing I got available is a C4. That's going to eat up a lot of energy.
Yep, I actually took mine up. because the D wasn't available, so I ended up taking mine to a C. I took my frame shift drive from an E4 to a D4. My
Okay,
life
just
support,
bought that. Life support, you didn't touch.
and my power distributor, there was not an available option for them, either one of them. Fuel cell, I'm leaving alone.
What about your sensors?
Didn't touch them.
You can make your sensors a little bit later at the cost for some more energy.
Yeah, right now I don't know if I want to be, making it lighter would let me get a little bit better jump, but I don't want to add the extra power right now, so I'm gonna leave them alone. Mainly because I don't want to, take any more power than I'm already taking. Fuel generator, I couldn't do nothing with it. It didn't have a real option. Cargo racks, I'm gonna leave alone.
The cargo racks, I upgraded the next two to 16.
Then did you put your 8s where your 4s were?
Did I do what?
If you replaced your 8s with 16s, did you put your 8s that you already had into where your 4s were?
No.
Because you should be able to do that.
Well, I kind of want to leave the shield generator where it is.
Yeah.
The only thing else I got left is 2. I got 3 4s, or 4 4s with the fuel tank.
Oh no, I'm past what I was looking for. Going back up. Okay, I switched out all my cargo racks. Put 16s in where my 8s were, put 8s in where my 4s were, and put a 4 in where my 2 was. I didn't empty out, get work, put anything else in. So I have a maximum carry capacity of 68.
I don't, but you got more room too, so.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna. Oh, I can't do that.
My max laden jump right now is an 8.9. My unladen's 11.0.
Mine, my laden right now is 11.2.
Yeah, so you'll be able to jump further than me. My available power is 11.7 with everything fully out, ready to fire. 11.11 is going to be my maximum deployed power pool. Retracted, I'm only going to pull a 7.3.
Mine's 7.5, but I got some other stuff. I already added a interdictor.
Oh, you did?
Yep. I had one empty slot, because after my 2 cargo racks, next to my shield generator, I got a cargo rack capacity 2. I don't know if I'll upgrade that, or if I even can. I didn't look at that. Then I had an empty slot in my basic discovery scanner.
Okay, I'm trying to take a look what else is available here. I'm back on my hard points. As far as weapons go, I have 2 forward beam lasers.
I got a beam and I got a pulse.
Then I'm followed by 2 burst lasers that are actually towards the back of my ship. Those are turreted. Sorry, my beam lasers are gimbaled. My burst lasers are towards the back of my ship and they're turreted. That way they can actually turn around and shoot behind the ship. Then my dead center, right above the cockpit, I have a cannon loaded. That's also gimbaled. So
on the back of my ship, all I got is cargo scanners, chaff launcher. I mean, that's all I can really put on there is heat sink launcher, frame shift wake scanner, kill warrant scanner, shield booster. I can't really do a whole lot with my back 2. My front 2, I can get a turret at one. I can't really see if these are in the back or not. They're more like on the side. I think I can get a turret at 1.
Yeah, I'm looking at right now what's available to get. You know, the shield booster. Ooh, I can go with that shield booster. Ooh, either one of these shield boosters right here and still have enough power to run it.
I can put a mining
Definitely
laser
see.
down here too.
I can't. I don't think I can put a mining laser. I can put a check. Oh, these are my utility ports. Mining laser I have to put on one of my hard points.
Yeah.
So that's a frame shift
I'm
web
putting
scanner.
two gimbaled cannons underneath my ship. That's what I end up going with.
Okay. I'm gonna actually leave them off right now. Okay. You have purchased a module that needs to be set up in a fire group. You can set the fire group in the right hand cockpit panel. Okay. Thing out. Number 4. They're talking about is right here my fire groups. Okay, here's my burst lasers. I'm going to add all my lasers to my number 1 fire group. So typically I'll be firing, well, I can only have 2 fire groups.
Yeah, which really sucks because I mean, you can use the center wheel or I got 2 buttons on the side of my mouse. I mean, because which kind of I don't really like because sometimes I want to shoot the laser, sometimes I want to shoot the cannon, you know. But also I need another trigger for my discovery scanner and whatever else, right?
I'm noticing there's a plus row. Wondering how to activate that. I know 1 and 2 is my mouse. My second one over.
See, if I hit spacebar, I can switch it to number 2. Number 2 is going to be my cannon. If I hit D, I can get over to the plus.
Yep.
So maybe I'll get... See, but still, I can only have 1 or 2 on the mouse. You know, I don't know. So maybe I'll make my discovery scanner... Nah.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna set my beam lasers as 1, my burst lasers as 2, and my cannon as 1 and 2. You know, if I fire, you know, if I tell all my lasers to fire at one time, you know, explode the cannon.
Okay.
But now I don't have a way. I don't know how to activate my discovery scanner.
I don't know. I think that sometimes it does it automatically. I noticed when I was playing with it because it still was getting data that I could sell. I did a little bit also that too also.
I'm gonna leave it blank like that. I'm gonna try this firing group as this. Now, one other thing I know I have to do is I need to go back into Starport Services here, and I need to go to restock option. Okay, it's already loaded. My cannon came 100% loaded. It's already loaded with 105 shells.
That's nice of them.
So I should be loaded for bear and ready to fight. So now I'm going to go into Starport Services and I'm going to go to Bulletin Board. And hopefully it's going to tell me about a bounty. Oh. I don't want to just go flying around and, you know, wait to get interdicted to fight somebody. I actually want to go start a fight.
Oh yeah, I just put in a cargo scanner and a kill warrant scanner. I was thinking about either doing that or frame shift drive scanner. Again, that's something else I gotta put into my unit. let's see here. Player group. I'm just gonna have my interdictor. Crap. I don't know. I'm thinking it will let me interdict someone.
I'm hoping.
Well, I'm saying interdict something that's not, because, you know, what if I just want to scan them and not interdict them? You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So you got to go and mess with your settings quick. I wonder if it's 1 and 2, or if you got to hold them both down.
Well, actually, what I'm thinking now is, even though we don't have a bounty, is I want to go out and just fly away from the station and see how my firing things work. You know, just shoot randomly into space. That makes sense to you?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go up.
So
I'm not launching yet, but I'm going to return to the
okay,
surface.
so basically I got beam, my laser set as 1, cannon set as 2, kill warrant scanner and cargo scanner set as 2 and then 1, and then my frame shift interdictor is 1 and then 2. So I don't know if there's a difference, but you know, can find out.
Yep. Okay, I'm ready for launch. How about you? Whoa, they moved me platforms.
Well, obviously, remember, you're going from a medium ship to a small ship.
True. Okay.
Oh, I am right in front of the thing too. That's nice.
Yeah. I literally looked up and just turned to a 45-degree angle and go out the port. So I'm launching and lifting up.
Oh, me too. Launching, going straight up.
Close the landing base. Landing gear. I see you going out. I think that's you going out.
Hopefully, because that is me.
Yep, I see a blue marker on it. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little bit.
I'm just gonna fly straight out. I don't know. I got like a gray square right in front of me. I'm not sure on what it is. So I'm actually gonna press 1 and then 2. Might get in trouble, but
Okay, make sure you got a fire grid first.
oh yeah, I got 100 credit fine.
Oops.
Hello. Hello guys, thank you for watching my video. Unfortunately, the whole video was like an hour and 20 some minutes long. The second half of my video did not record well. I think that's part to do with my graphics card. I do have a new one ordered. So I might be playing some better games, might be streaming some more. Basically, I'm getting a GTX 970 Strix. Should be here tomorrow, maybe. Okay, now that we're loaded in, I just figured that this was a nice background drop. Basically, what happened is I went, shot on a ship, got a pretty decent sized fine. Boo and I, off screen, we did a couple. We found some wanted players, and we basically shot them, killed them. Boo got blown up once. That was kind of funny. There's times where, I mean, basically we're still kind of tag teaming them. We're still kind of learning.